Hello everyone, welcome back to Fix the Family. My name is Raylan Alama and we are bringing you truth without compromise for the family. We are in studio with our series Just Dads. This is part 3 and we're talking about firmness. Now the firmness of the Catholic dad in the family is there for the protection of his family as well as for the order of the home. The end result that we're looking for is a beautiful, joyful home and family life with beautiful relationships between the dad, the mom, and the kids. Satan despises this and deviously seeks to undermine those beautiful relationships in the family and undermine the soundness of the family. He's been quite effective in causing the disintegration amongst numerous families. It starts with firmness. The buck stops here. So first of all, dads, we got to set the tone in our homes. What does it look like? Well, we should have, from a very young age, be training up our children in obedience. How do they learn obedience? Well, they learn it by observation, by watching the example of their mother obeying their father. This is the order of love that St. Augustine talks about, and it can't be reversed. They learn by example, not by lectures. And when they see their mother obeying their father, they obey likewise in the same fashion. Next, we're going to talk about dignity. We should see an air of dignity in our home. How do we first see that displayed in a person? By their appearance. The children to see how their parents are dressed. If they see their dad dressed in a sloppy way, they'll think that's normal and also will dress sloppy. If they see dad dressed neatly, they're going to want to be just like dad, so they'll also dress neat. If they see mom dressed sloppy, same thing. But if the little girls, if they see their mom dressed in an immodest way, then they'll also do the same thing. And a lot of times you'll see moms starting to form their daughters in those ways from very young ages of dressing in an immodest fashion. And then whenever they get older, they are formed in that, and that's just what they think to be as normal and don't see anything wrong with it. What we're looking for, Dad, is to have high standards. The Catholic Church and moral teaching of the Church has always given us some very high standards to hold up to. They will be challenged by outside forces. That's why Dad's firmness is there, and when they are, it's time for him to bring on the steel. So how does he express this firmness in his family? By way of his natural masculinity. A good example of that would be, we probably all had that old granddad that whenever he would walk into the house, whenever he'd walk into the room, he had that commanding presence. There was a respect for him. He wore the pants in the family. What this common term might be patriarchy. This isn't nostalgia, but a God-given necessary role for a functional family. What he says goes. The buck stops here. It's my way or the highway, he would say. There's no mincing words, no walking on eggshells, no vague, mealy-mouthed suggestions, but solid correction and direction. Now, he's not being abusive or critical, but he's given plain-spoken in no uncertain terms what his expectations are, and they're clear to everyone. And finally, Dad, you got to stick to your guns. Your word is final, so it's got to be fair. We can't just fly off the handle and say things that we can't back up. So whenever something goes wrong, we have to fairly assess the situation. We got to ask some questions and make sure we understand what really happened so that we can give our correction. The mom should never override the dad's correction. The kids have to know that the rules are going to be enforced. Otherwise, once it happens once, they're going to play the mom against the dad. So we can't make idle threats. We need to be careful of what it is that we say. So the common counterpoint to this is going to be, well, isn't everybody equal? Why is dad going to be different from everybody else? Well, this is the common error in families today. The Catholic Church has always taught that there's equal dignity amongst everybody, but very specific roles. The dad's role of leadership in the home today has been shirked by the vast majority of men and has been replaced by the mom in the home, so that the dad is just an idiot and he's another one of the kids in the family. The mom is a battle axe and the kids are ill-mannered. Just look at the families you know. Look at the couples you know. How does the wife act toward that husband? Does she respect him, or is she nagging at him? Is she always complaining? Does she criticize him? Is that dad happy? Is that mom happy? We often joke here at Fix the Family about our wives, the citadels, how carefree they are. We say they're like little teenagers. Don't have anything to worry about because we're taking care of business. Somebody's got to be firm in the family, and God meant for it to be the dad. Firmness sets the tone for correction of the wife and the kids and the family. Next time we're going to talk about correction here on our series, Just Dads at Fix the Family. Come back and see us. God bless you.
Oh, and by the way, click like and click share.